As technology continues to play a larger role in instruction, an increasing number of schools are implementing computer-based assessments. Computer-based testing is giving an assessment on the computer rather than using paper and pencil. This could be done using the internet or computer programming. As with any educational innovation, computer-based testing has various benefits and challenges. Computer-based testing has several advantages. The questions presented on computer-based tests require critical thinking skills and are more dynamic than traditional bubble fill-in questions. The technology used in these assessments also allows educators to collect data more efficiently. For example, the computer can quickly identify weaknesses. The computer can also identify the amount of time spent on each question, as well as whether a student omitted or did not have enough time to complete a question, data which has not been available until now. The computer-based tests offer more immediate feedback for students, as the students can now see their scores as soon as the test is completed. Also, the computer can adjust the level of complexity of the questions asked as the student takes the test. Computer-based testing offers more testing security and cuts down costs on printing and shipping as well. Finally, accommodations for students with disabilities such as larger print and audio features. Despite all of these benefits, computer-based testing has challenges as well. First and foremost, the students must have a certain level of familiarity and comfort with the testing technology. For example, students must be able to type effectively in order to complete the essay questions on a computer-based test. If not, taking a computer-based test may produce unwarranted anxiety and confusion. Students also may have greater testing anxiety if they perceive that the computer is presenting questions of greater or less difficulty in response to their performance so far. There are also practical considerations such as making sure the internet connection at a school is reliable enough for all students to be able to complete the test. Thus, in order for computer-based tests to be effective, students must feel confident and well-informed about how to use the technology, and the school must have the supplies necessary. In conclusion, as computer-based testing becomes a more prominent tool used in schools, there are many pros and cons to consider. Benefits of computer-based testing include the ability to offer more dynamic questions and a greater variety of data in less time. On the other hand, students must have a level of knowledge and access to technology for computer-based tests to be effective. In short, though this form of assessment is gaining ground in the education and shows promise, there are still issues surrounding it to be resolved. If a computer test, accommodations and preparation should be given. For example, giving a student scratch paper should it be needed. This topic is still much debated, and until more proof and data are presented to either encourage or discourage testing online, no real opinion can be formed. Thank you for watching this presentation. Here are some questions for you to consider. Do you think use of computer-based testing for administering assessments is an advantage or a disadvantage? How has computer-based testing affected the efficiency of administering assessments? Which disadvantage of computer-based testing do you think would be the most challenging to overcome? If you had to implement computer-based testing in your classroom, how would you prepare your students? How would you prepare yourself for some of the issues that you may face?